Welcome to another episode of Dusty Buns Overland
and Adventures.
Today we're going to head out to the East Tennessee Mountains and North Georgia Mountains and do our version of the Appalachian Loop. I say our version because we didn't really create it. Our friends at Lifestyle Overland did that when they came back from the expo last year, and they've got a pretty good viewer base in this area, so they decided to spend some time doing some overlanding in the regions around here. And we're thankful for Kevin, Sarah, and Caroline for putting this together, because it saves me a lot of time doing all these waypoints. Now, we're not strangers to this area because we've been doing the Georgia Traverse and parts of the Smokey Mountain 1000, and their loop really encompasses parts of that as well as some new stuff. So hopefully we'll have a good time. It's been raining a lot, so we are to have some adventures today. I'm sure it's going to be real muddy. So before we get started, I want to just show you what we got here. We are, as you see, loaded to bear. Got everything secured adequately, so hopefully we'll have a good trip there. And just run through a little bit of our equipment. As you see, we have a custom-made water pipe here that I built, and we have yet to use it. We've taken it on several trips, but we have not been able to use it due to certain circumstances. But it holds a little over 10 gallons of water, and we've got a pump we can put to one end of it, and it gets pretty good water pressure out the other side. So we're going to put that to use. X-Bull recovery boards. Now, I'm not really going to brag on them because, hey, they are made in China. Even though the company says they've got 3 manufacturers, one in Australia, one in the USA, one in China, they would not guarantee that mine came out of the USA or even Australia. And when you order them, you know where you're going to get them from, China. So, but we haven't used them, had them for over a year. They stay mounted, and they're about a quarter of the price of Max-Trax. So, you know, it is what it is. We got a fire pit there, and last time we didn't have this and had to build fires in the rain, and that was a challenge. Even though we accomplished it, it was miserable. So we're anxious to put that to use, especially tonight. Got our water bottle, our lights mounted, and of course all of our necessities except a winch. So we hope we won't need the winch on this trip. It should be coming in a few weeks, and we just keep our fingers crossed and hope we don't need it. Well, you ready to get underway?
Let's go get some mud.
Let's go get some mud. All right, stay tuned. We'll get back with you on the trail. Stop at every overlook, but we're gonna get out. I'm gonna get out at this one and take a quick gander at what we see. This one actually is called Sugarloaf Overlook, and it has a similar view of the Hiwassee River that we just saw. We'll go down here just to get a glimpse of and a little footage of what it looks like. These mountains and rivers flowing through the Cherokee National Forest are beautiful. They're not big, but beautiful. So, all right, we're going to continue on because we need to get to our camp spot at a decent time. So, back on the trail. So we're down here, like I said, at the trestle bridge, whatever you want to call it, suspension bridge, and let's just take a look at this.
Yes,
this would be the Ocoee River, and pretty cool. The mist coming off. Just take a walk up here and we'll maybe walk across the suspension bridge. Well, the gate's open, so I'm thinking that that's a sign that we can go across here. Might as well go all the way to the end, just to say that we did. Well, it doesn't really go anywhere. Except right here.
Appalachia.
There you go. Appalachia. Appalachia Power Plant. There we go, Appalachia. It's a wild camp down there. You want to go slow? So we're checking out this little area with the wild camp. We could see some columns on a bridge or something. We'll show you in a minute on the way out. But we took a left up here, and this is cool. Looks like a water pipe, maybe a pressure relief area. I don't know what this is. This is definitely a wild camp. This is definitely a nice little peaceful area if you wanted to camp here. This is nice. That's just enough noise to put you to sleep forever. Coming down toward this primitive camp, we found a neat little thing. I don't know what it was. It's I don't know. It's just, I don't know if there once was a bridge or something right here. The trees grown into the side of it. But obviously this is a nice wild camping area because there's a fire. An old fire there.
So cool. That's just the old bridge, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's all I can figure.
Looks like a camp spot to me.
Who knows? That little potential wild camp and headed to the one that we're really had marked to stay. And you can see that it's starting to get a little dark. We're not too far from the other camp spot, but at least we got this backup if we want to come back up here. Look it. Now this is kind of cool. Rock ledge, watery road.
Boom, ends into a pipe, huh?
Yeah. There, I just need to make sure I don't get off too far behind us.
Just do a little bit at a time. Can you get out there?
Nope, hold on. So we're here at our camp spot. We almost missed it, got a little confused on the waypoints and all, and we started not to even come up here and, on this little offshoot, and we thought, well, you know, we might have to go back to what we found earlier today. But nevertheless, we backed up from the road and took this little offshoot, and this is where they camped. So we're here at the big water pipe, a big circle, a nice primitive camp area. Cliff to one side, fire pit here, but of course we're not going to be building a regular fire tonight. We're going to be using our fire pit for the first time on the overlanding trip. So we are starting to get things set up, cook a little supper, and then just chill for the night.
Wow, there was just so much to see today. As we were putting this together, we quickly realized that this trip would have to be broken up into multiple episodes. So, this is all for part 1. Our adventure is just getting started, so please tune in to our next episode as we continue along the Appalachia Loop. As for now, we are just glad that rain has stopped and we were able to just chill around the fire. See you in the morning, and remember, keep it on the road less traveled. Dusty Bones Overland and Adventures.